Alright, I see it's positive if it's on a C, negative if it's on a CT, invalid. So it's got to give you something. Alright, it's 2-hour parking on the side streets all around. And then this is the park. Next to it is the park bank. And what a name, huh? Yeah, this area seems to have some homeless issues. The library's addressing it. They're at the pantry. There's an announcement that there's going to be a meeting June 6th in a couple of days about homelessness. 10-panel committee, mostly of women, because they listed all the complete names. A couple guys out of the panel. Park bank, borrow your money, then borrow our truck. What a weird bank. They're doing things a lot different. Weird name, borrowing out trucks. I think the city has overextended their 2-hour parking limits, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. I don't think I'll get a ticket, even though I'm parked in the zone. It's the weekend. This town is, the college is out, so it's quieter. They've overextended themselves. There's no real business where I parked. Like here, I could understand them doing a little more enforcement of the 2 hours. In front of businesses, businesses will complain. But who's going to complain next to the park? And I looked around to try to find this college. It's nowhere near where I've been looking. I'm not sure where to find it. I need to take more time to look. But college does seem to have a little bit of an influence. There are some people, young people walking around. Downtown LaCrosse. Yeah, I don't really see any significant bars. It's hard to tell if this place really gets crazy at night or not. Pancakes. Alright, I was hoping to stumble on the food co-op. I don't think that's gonna happen. So this is the Pomus area. Cameron Park. Closed for maintenance, eh?
That's all stuff in the box. That's not going to take long at all.
I guess I got a bit of a problem from Cameron Park. I was kind of afraid I was going to get lost, but this church is so massive and tall. Use that as a focal point. Yeah, I really don't want to give up. So right next to the library, there's no 2-hour restrictions and good shade parking. Just next block over. Alright, just for a hot minute, I'm moving to shade where it's somebody just pulled in the one spot. Okay. It's next to the library. Masonic, in front of the Masonic Center. They have no 2-hour parking. Oh, yeah. And this way I should have some shade for a while. This isn't even a driveway. I don't need to get right up. And I should have maybe Wi-Fi too from the library. Simple as that. I want to be as close. Oh, I am. Okay. Church bells are going weird. It's 4:20. Why at 4:20? When you see videos about thieves wheeling out gas-powered generators out stores, these guys just leave their gas-powered generator sitting at the mall. That's a pretty good looking one too, to pump up the bounce houses. Not a smart move what they did, leaving it out here. I gotta say, I did watch them a little bit, straightening things out, and they look like young guys. I could kind of go for leaving my clutch on top of their generator. Just give them a little donation. Let them think of what they could do with it. Gives me a little relief from having to deal with it, because I really want to get rid of that clutch, and it might teach them a bit of a lesson in a weird reverse way, showing them that their generator could have gotten stolen, but instead they gained a clutch. They got like it was a trash pile that other people are adding to instead. Oh, it's kind of blinding. Nice little light show in the trash area. This is a huge AC unit. It is a little chillier, I gotta admit. There's probably cameras back here dealing with the flash. I wonder if the flash might disrupt visibility if there is a camera, if they have motion detection. They don't even seem to have security here. Nobody drives outside, nobody walks inside. I get the feeling that this mall is going to end up abandoned in 10 years. The way it seems to be progressing. They got a VA clinic here, and it is completely blocked off. They got a wall separating access from the inside, so you only have access from the outside at this VA clinic. And that's not what the mall is designed for, but it's what it's transformed into to try to make it like survive in the modern time. What do they got here? A bunch of sporty looking wheelchairs with tags. Can't quite read the tags. A bicycle rack for the healthier vets who show up. Several lines. Picture of President Biden. I don't see the vice president. Oh, maybe it's a Homeland Security guy or something. Closed federal hours. Okay. Yeah, they're closed today, closed tomorrow, weekends. Looking for a few good men for a roundtable discussion in a month and a half. This is blinding. Actually, now from this perspective, the VA clinic isn't even that big. The blocked off wall is for this. That's weird. It's all empty. Alright, so they do use Allied Universal. Ivy leaves her door open. But they never drove anywhere today around the parking lot. They don't have a need for that kind of intense security. Just tell them to take the day off. Alright, so I set my clutch box on top of their generator. Let them deal with it. Onalaska, Wisconsin. Onalaska, Wisconsin. So I gotta take it day by day, or minute by minute here. The sun just poked, or got especially bright at this moment, and well, it's now died down. But that's the start. That's how it begins for a hot day, another hot day in the 90s that I got to deal with. So I'm gonna later have to put on the blanket on my roof, and that provides some insulation. But I'd really like to figure out how to cover up my windshield better to deal with that heat. I got the roof covered with that blanket. Maybe I needed just another blanket. The changeover from throwing horseshoes to throwing bean bags has been a gradual thing. A lot more people carry bean bags around. This is a lot more of a structure than just a stake in the ground like for horseshoes. But the idea of the sport is pretty much the same. Stand at a distance and throw the object to the best target possible. Instead of wrangling horseshoes around a post, they're trying to get a beanbag in a hole. Onalaska, Wisconsin. Onalaska, Wisconsin. When my prosecutor asked the witness, "Were you afraid for what you did not know, the unknown?" He was practicing naive fear. When my prosecutor asked the witness, "Were you afraid for what you did not know, the unknown?" He was asking about naive fear. Only the dumbest people around use naive fears against you in court, in a criminal court, to get you thrown in jail. They use naive fears. You can help me by solving this riddle?
That's where dread it.
All right. Thanks. I can't wait for the next controversy over chicken egg farming, when they say pasture raised and they're discovered that they raised them next to a pasture, and then the farm committees have to come out and say that more specifically they're on a pasture and not next to pastures. Go to the Best Buy. Yep. Right down here. Just to have a peek at what they got. Alright, just going to the Onalaska library for the second time. Closes at 8. So all this gray is from the Canadian fires. This is the air pollution problem. It's not cloudy out. If there wasn't fire smoke in this area, then it would be a clear sky, I think. I'm not seeing immediate smoke. I'm not really smelling it, but I am definitely suffering a cough. This is a different smoke. It's a weird smoke, not like California fires. And I want to head north. Heading north is just gonna bring me into more smoke. Wow, they don't even want ball playing. They should have a symbol over like a basketball or something. Figure it out, squirrel. You just gotta stand your ground? That squirrel's too used to people. Alright, I'm coming. I guess we're crossing the bridge together. At this point, I don't think the squirrel would want to jump. Hey, squirrel. Yeah. Pretty good river. I think this is that plant that gets you sick when you touch it. Looks very similar. People worry about poison ivy, but there's this plant that just like, it's got something on it. I brush my leg up against it and I start feeling all woozy. This reminds me of it. It's just a whole hillside of it. I have no idea what it's called or anything. I just know it makes me feel woozy, and not in a nice way. I mean, I'm talking totally skin contact, not even just ingesting it, and through the pants. Not like that one nasty plant too. Not like wormwood. Wormwood also makes me feel sick and cold upon contact. This other plant is not wormwood, and it's got a different sickening property. They're kind of rare, these plants that make you feel sick upon contact.
So,
yeah.
Chat the breeze with him for a little bit.
I'm gonna step out here.
Sure.
Let me just place this camera over. Yeah, you can have a peek, whatever.
So what are you doing?
I'm gonna go in the library, but